When you're done here, you have to get to Asgard. Use the Orb of Teleportation when you're ready to go. I don't know. It makes no for years. When Doom was right. Yes, oddly. When Doom right. Yes, anytime. Was there something else you wanted? Without a doubt. Anytime.
This next mission is going to be but to... You are...
What may I do for... It is...
Hello, Storm.
We have...
You... Greetings. I apologize for not... Yes, you're...
Oh, correct.
Hello, and welcome back.
What's going on?
Hello. What's...
Hello, it's Ma. I would warn you, Mephisto's our...
We must be truly...
Yeah, I gotta say, Mephisto's realm is not on the top of my must-see vacation spots. Let's think about this, shall we? I'm Iceman, and that's Lava World. Not exactly a winning combination in my book. Sorry, I guess I'm afraid I might become a head case in a place like that. Well, there have been times I've lost my powers because I got scared and just turned them off. Miss Frost says all my power problems are in my head. Well, she must know something. One time she took control of my powers and used them at a whole new level. I've never been able to match what she did. If you need anything else, I'll just be here, chilling.
If you aren't nervous about going to Mephisto's realm, you will be. Probably better than anyone here. It's because of him I became the Ghost Rider. When I learned my stepfather had cancer, I turned to the occult in hopes of making a deal to find a cure. Little did I know, the entity I met had no intention of keeping his part of the bargain. None other than Mephisto. The spells and incantations I learned opened a portal to his dimension. He offered to cure my stepfather in return for my astral spirit. Mephisto let my stepfather die in a motorcycle accident. Because of that, I was able to back out of the deal. Sort of. I wound up bound to Zarathos, which turned me into the Ghost Rider. No. Sometimes I'm just good old Johnny Blaze, professional motorcycle stunt rider. When I was bonded to Zarathos, it happened whenever the sun went down. Then, for a time, it happened whenever I saw injustice. But now that I'm free of that fiend, I've learned to control it. Anytime.
When you're done here, you have to get to Asgard. Thor.
Everyone, move out!
Ho, brave warriors of Asgard! I have come to pay my respects to Odin, Loki. And of course, I brought presents. Behold, my tribute to the All-Father. The day of reckoning has arrived! Long have I been denied my rightful place. But now, I have the power to take it! Odin's throne will be mine!
Look around you, team. We're standing in a land very few humans have ever seen. This is the world known as Valhalla. It's where brave Asgardian warriors go when they die. Understand that the only reason we're allowed to make headquarters here is because Asgard has fallen, and they need our help to defeat Doom. Right now, we have two possible missions. First, the gate of the Bifrost Bridge has been locked and needs to be opened. Second, many of the gods are being held prisoner in Asgard. For more information on freeing the prisoners, talk to Lady Sif. To find out about the Bifrost Bridge, talk to Hermod. If you're ready to start now, take the path to Asgard or the portal to Bifrost. Welcome to Valhalla. I'm glad to see you. It's all because of his attack on the Omega Base. You remember the super soldier serum he stole? It doesn't if you want troops for more than one battle, but that's all he needed. He created a bunch of those beasts and set them loose on Asgard. There's some theories, but nothing solid yet. Look, right now all we've got are guesses and none of them make sense, so I'm not saying anything until we have solid facts. With so many Asgardians imprisoned, and with Odin out battling the Frost Giants, Sif is now in charge. None of the gods are crazy about us being here. This is a sacred place to them. But they realize there's no choice in the matter. They need our help. You're welcome.
I am very sorry to hear about the death of Jean Grey. I am sure you did everything you could. I would think so. The infinity vortex she was thrown into would have killed her instantly. It is the mystical equivalent of a black hole, warping the very fabric of space and time. Some say it can be used as a portal to other dimensions, but that has never been proven. Not well, I am afraid. The X-Men are a tightly knit group. Worst of all, her boyfriend Cyclops has gone missing. Nightcrawler blames himself for Miss Grey's death. He believes he should have been the one to die. It was no trouble at all.
Will do.
Was there something else I... Not well, It was...
Aye.
Thor, it does my heart good to see you back amongst the gods.
Hermod, my friend, I am pleased you did not fall in the attack on Asgard.
Aye, but I bring bad news from the Bifrost Bridge. The wrecking crew has closed the gates to Midgard, stopping any reinforcements from joining us.
Worry no longer, Hermod. We shall go to Bifrost and reopen the gates.
I am Hermod, the fleetest of foot in all of Asgard. Because of my speed, I sometimes act as a messenger for Odin. Yes, I lived there for a short time because of a spell Odin cast. The gods were sent to Earth and given human identities. Bifrost is also known as the Rainbow Bridge. It's the only permanent pathway between Asgard and Midgard, or Earth, as you call it. Normally, the bridge is protected by Heimdall, but he was taken prisoner during the battle for Asgard. They are a group of villains led by a human named Wrecker. He acquired Asgardian powers when he was mistaken for Loki. Yes, as do his cohorts. They have plagued Thor and Asgard many times over the years. Certainly.
Got it.
Of course.
Affirmative.
Aye.
Hey, how are you? Yeah, he unleashed hundreds of them. They overwhelmed the gods and literally tore the city apart. Then Doom came through afterwards, gathered up all the unconscious Asgardians, and made them prisoners. Not really. Doom's troops ran off in all directions after the attack. And he's not going to be making another army anytime soon, since he's used up all the super soldier serum. Those are portals to other Asgardian worlds. You mean will you wind up in Murder World again? Nah, they're perfectly reliable. Even Mordo couldn't mess them up. That thing in Mephisto's realm that the X-Man was dropped into, they're like relief valves between dimensions. There's all kinds of energy flowing through them. Look, I know what you're getting at, but the X-Man is dead. Nothing could survive that kind of pressure. Come back anytime.
Greetings. I am sorry to hear of the loss of the X-Man. As I understand it, you had to make a very difficult choice. Odin is the most powerful of all gods and the ruler of Asgard. Because of his extreme powers, he is required to rest an entire day once a year in Odin sleep. Yes, Thor is the son of Odin, as are Vidar and Loki, although Loki was his son by battle, not blood. This is Asgard, a small planetary body in an alternate dimension. It is filled with mystical beings and consists of 9 separate worlds, which are joined by special portals. Asgard consists of 6 major races: the human-like gods, the dwarves, trolls, demons, giants, and elves. Each lay claim to a different world. As young adults, Lady Sif and Thor were very close. This, of course, angered Loki, so he cut off her golden hair and replaced it with hair as black as night, called strands of Naught. Yes, but Sif has been long perplexed by Thor's affection for Earth. She wonders why a god would waste his time worrying about lesser beings. I am pleased to help.
Halt! By order of the Lady Sif, you are not allowed into the Hall of the Honored Fallen until you have proven yourself worthy. Either save the Bifrost Bridge, or free the prisoners of Asgard. Then you will be deemed a valiant warrior.
Sif, It is good to see you. Are you unhurt?
Though I've suffered a few bruises from battle, I am fine, and it is good to see you as well. Have you heard the news of the fall of Asgard?
Aye, and it saddens me greatly. Although it is no surprise to me that Loki was the cause.
True. Long has he desired your father's throne, and now it appears that he may have at last won it.
Navy, I say. Asgard will be free again. My friends of Earth are strong and will aid us in any way possible.
Let us hope your friends are strong enough, Thor. For never has Asgard needed as much aid as it does this dark day. It is the world where the honored dead of Asgard go. Here the astral energy of the deceased exist until Ragnarok. The courageous dead are escorted here by warrior women who appear over battlefields and take stock of the slain. The greatest of them is called Valkyrie. He is second in power only to the mighty Thor. Baldur is always looked to as a leader in times of danger. He is indeed. Prophecy tells us that Baldur's death will help trigger Ragnarok, the end of Asgard, and the destruction of its people. Quite well. As children, Thor and I would play together, and then, later in life, we became more. For a time, we were happy, and it seemed that we would wed, but I could not abide his constant interest in Midgard, the planet you call Earth. And because of that, we never married. You may go now.
Of course.
Hello, Storm. Welcome to Valhalla.
Hello, Colonel Fury. It's a sight to behold, isn't it?
You're welcome. Luke Cage. Venom.
It's about time.
My friends, these are indeed dark times. The Masters of Evil have overwhelmed the army of Asgard, and the only path for reinforcements has been closed off to us, the Bifrost Bridge.
Isn't that how your people travel back and forth between Earth and Asgard?
Aye. A great many warriors would return, if only the path were open.
How did Doom manage to block off Bifrost?
The gate at the end closest to Earth has been closed and barred. It can only be opened from our side. But I would warn you, the Wrecking Crew is guarding the gate.
The Wrecking Crew? Ooh, pardon me for not being scared.
I gotta agree with Webhead here. How bad can these jokers be?
The Wrecking Crew is not to be taken lightly. They are humans who were mistakenly granted the powers of one of my people. More than once, they have sorely tested my powers.
They almost beat you? Then we'd better be on our guard.
They are formidable opponents, but that is not all. Loki has struck a bargain with Hela, the goddess of death. Her minions will also seek to stop us.
So we're fighting gods and the undead. Right. Anyone else nervous about our odds here?
We must succeed. Without those additional forces, there is little hope for Asgard.
Not to worry, Thor. We'll get those gates open.
I thank you, my friends. Let us battle on to victory.
Good. Make your way across as quickly as possible and open the Bifrost Gate. But watch yourselves. The Wrecking Crew aren't gonna be pushovers.
Sure.
Whatever.
Humans, I would ask a favor of you. My sword, Dragonfang, has gone missing, and I've reason to believe it is located somewhere near you. Should you find it, would you contact me?
Yes. target's down.
Feel more powerful already.
Guess that means...
Who's next? Everyone, form up on me.
Sure.
My target's down. Who's next?
I got a critical situation.
Thank you, humans. I will not forget this. Come to me, Dragon Fang. Together we will aid Asgard in her time of need.
Sure.
Whatever.
How'd that feel, Chief?
Sure. Why not?
Affirmative.
Sure. can't move in this direction.
Will do.
If you say so.
You sure you want to keep this up? Affirmative.
Sure.
Yes.
Whoever you are, you better turn around right now, because you aren't taking another step towards this gate.
The name's Cage. Luke Cage. Oh, I'm sure you're gonna remember me after I kick your tails all over Bifrost.
Hey, Wrecker. Looks like someone new wants to play rough with us.
So I hear. Well, Luke Cage, you talk a pretty mean fight, but do you know what you're up against?
Oh, I've seen plenty like you before. Big, strong, and not too bright.
You're the one who's not too bright, Luke Cage. Because if you had any brains, you'd know the Wrecking Crew has the power of the gods.
Is that a fact? Well, this should be fun. Because I've never had the opportunity to beat the daylights out of a god before.
You gonna let him talk to us like that, Wrecker?
No, I'm not. So look sharp, men, because we're about to teach Mr. Cage that he shouldn't go around making threats.
School's in, all right, but I'm the teacher. And you're about to learn a very painful lesson.
What you want?
Yes.
Complete the mission.
Good job. Now reinforcements will be able to join us from Earth. Return to Valhalla immediately.
Good job, team. The gates of Bifrost are open now, and the path to Earth is clear. Your next mission involves freeing the gods in Asgard. For more information, talk to Lady Sif. Or, if you want to go now, use the path to Asgard. And you should be happy to know that having finished the Bifrost mission, you're allowed into the Hall of the Honored Fallen. Storm. Spider-Man.
This will be fun!
Sure.
Welcome to Valhalla. You're welcome.
I am very sorry to hear. It was...
Whatever.
All right.
Greetings, human. I would have you know, Valhalla is a very sacred place of the Asgard dead. It is only because of the war that we would allow you to make camp here. Not well. Our city is overrun, and our warriors imprisoned. Odin is now facing the Frost Giants alone. You must travel to Asgard and free Baldur from his prison. Then he can rally the other gods and win back our fair city. He is quite for a time. You may...
Well done. You have proven yourself to be valiant warriors. The door to the Hall of the Honored Fallen is now open to you. Hello, valiant warriors. Welcome to the Hall of the Honored Fallen, where the courageous dead of Asgard feast and await the final battle, Ragnarok. Welcome to the Hall of Valhalla. This is the Hall of Valhalla. Why they feast and boast of battles that were, and plan for the greatest battle that is to come, Ragnarok. The choosers of the slain are warrior maidens known as Valkyrie. They appear over battlefields and choose the fallen who are worthy to sit in the Hall of Valhalla. No, what you see are their astral forms, psychic energy of the warriors gathered before death. That is the fabled time that marks the end of our world. Odin will lead the gods in a final battle against the army of Loki. It is our destiny to battle in Ragnarok. Why should we seek otherwise? Fare thee well, warrior.
Sit and drink with me.
I tell you what, life is sweet at the X-Mansion. If it weren't for that big blue ape guy asking me when I'm gonna leave, I'd stay there forever. I've got one last idea to get solid evidence against her, but I need the password into her S.H.I.E.L.D. account. It's either Ivan Petrovich or Dr. Inez. Talk to Hank Pym about it. Oh, isn't that Valkyrie something? Maybe I should, you know, go over there and introduce myself. Beast and a friend of his, Forge, I think, had some kind of teleportation device they used on me. But they told me I have to get back to Earth pretty quick. Something about keeping a lock on me could tear the space-time continuum and, I don't know, destroy reality as we know it. It makes me wish I was a mutant. Huh, they've got everything there. Tennis courts, a pool, oh, and a sub-basement full of high-tech gear. That would be great. But Beast keeps following me around and asking me when I'm gonna leave. You can thank me later.
Wow. Would you look at this place? Never seen so many dead guys having the time of their lives. Me and Jeannie had something going on. Not exactly sure what, but it was a powerful something, I'll tell you. Who knows? Not that I stood a chance with Cyclops mucking things up. But now it's too late, ain't it? Guess I'll never know what she and I could have had. They're mine, but they're made out of bone. I got this coating of adamantium over them thanks to the sadists at Weapon X. It wasn't just my claws, it was my whole body. My bones will rust before they break, and those butchers did it to make me the ultimate killing machine.
Sit and drink with me.
They drugged me and tried to make me their puppet. Then they slipped up, and I showed them what a big mistake they made. But I wasn't the only one they got. Yeah, lots of them. Sabretooth, Maverick, Silver Fox, and that nutball Deadpool. Yeah, sure.
Now this is my kind of party. Look at all this food. Almost makes me wish I was dead. Me and Stretch was roommates back in college. Of course, we wouldn't have been if his first roommate hadn't have been such a yo-yo. Victor Von Doom. The guy took an instant disliking to Reed and me, which is quite a surprise, considering what an amiable chap I am. I kinda gave it to myself. I mean, look at me. I'm not exactly something you'd see walking down the fashion runways of Paris. Well, wouldn't you be? I got a face even a grandma could hate. Yep. After college, I joined the Air Force and got my wings. I'm not half bad as a jet jockey, if I do say so myself. Oh, it always comes back to this, don't it? Yeah, I was flying when the ship got hit by that radiation. That's when we became the Fantastic Four. No problem.
Sit and drink with me.
Hello, and welcome to the Hall of the Honored Fallen. Pretty fantastic place, huh? No, he's married to me. He might be an IQ point or two above me, but let's not forget, I've got advanced degrees in 4 biochemistry fields, and I'm pretty good at math, too. Well, the leader of our team is my husband, Reed Richards, who's also known as Mr. Fantastic. Then there's his best friend, Ben Grimm, although most people call him the Thing. Next is my brother, Johnny Storm. He likes to be called the Human Torch. And then there's me, Sue Richards, the Invisible Woman. It all started when Reed was building a rocket ship a few years back. He had heard the government was going to pull funding, so he decided to take the ship up before the project could be discontinued. Since Reed couldn't handle the ship alone, Ben Grimm went as the pilot, while my brother Johnny and I went as additional crew. It was no problem at all.
Why does that scoundrel named Weasel stare at me so? I am Valkyrie, a chooser of the slain. My warrior sisters and I ride over battlefields and escort the worthy fallen to Valhalla. Yes, here they are honored and can feast to their heart's content. Then, on the day of Ragnarok, they will battle once again and prove their courage one last time. I can see a fire around them, a death glow, that signals the warrior is close to the end. Few other gods have this power. Long ago, I was allowed to roam the battlefields of Earth and look for worthy warriors, but Odin put a stop to that. I am now limited to the battlefields of Asgard. Ha! Don't make me laugh. A puny man like that is of no concern to me, though I must admit. His stare is rather unnerving, even to one such as I, who have endured the horrid sights of countless battlefields. Fare thee well, human.